Hey Groove Nation, David here. It feels like it was just yesterday when we did the last Groove Pages show and tell. There was one on Friday. Today is Wednesday, so it's just a couple of days ago. We had a lot of interesting websites last week. Some of those websites we'll see again today, and I love seeing that one because that means that people did something, people did some changes, maybe implemented the feedback that I gave them, and they just want to see a new review, a new session, new basically feedback, uh, get new feedback on their input that they actually corrected, that they did. So that makes me happy. That means that we are not doing these Groove Pages review sessions just for fun. And yeah, it is actually fun for others that have not created their sites yet. It will give them like an idea or some boost so that others can go out as well and then see what can be created and probably even model something that is already created using GroovePages. It's a powerful platform. It's still in beta mode. There's still a lot to come. There's still a lot of changes to do on it. There's still a lot of development, but it is already good enough in order to have it running websites and businesses actually online for some. And some of these businesses, some of these websites we'll be seeing today. We have quite a few comments and quite a few sites over here. But in the meantime, in case you would like to post in yours, you can either do it here on this Facebook post, Groove Pages Show and Tell. You can find it in the Facebook group of Groove Digital. Or you can just pop in the comments here into the live stream here. Okay, perfect. So now I have the first comment that came in is from Alicia from Facebook. So I did a bit of tinkering yesterday, and yesterday and the day before yesterday we couldn't see the Facebook comments, but now as I see Alicia, it makes me happy. It actually means that we can see the Facebook comments again, so that is awesome. So thank you, Alicia, for confirming that. Now we can see the Facebook comments, and in case everybody joins and then comments through Facebook, we'll be able to interact with them as well. There was some issue, I believe, with StreamYard. They may have fixed it, or I don't know. I just reconnected the connection between Facebook and StreamYard. Maybe that fixed it. So awesome. We have Alicia joining in here. Keisha Fox is watching us. If you are joining in, watching us live, just jump into the comment section, say hi, say David, I'm here. If you also have a website that you would like us to review, feel free to post the link inside the comment section. We'll have a look. But for those of you that may be new, that may have joined here for the first time, I would like to explain how this works. So you post in the links of your websites, and other people can give their feedback as well. As you can see here, Terence on this side, Terence wanted a feedback on his website that he shared over here, and then Nigel added his feedback, and Sandy in order to help Terence improve his site, or just to give him feedback on what they think is good, what they think is bad. So this is why we are doing it. It's like a community interaction. And I also want to jump in myself. So I click on these links over here every Wednesday. I click on these GroovePages websites, and then I give my opinion. As you can see, Alan Baptiste, he shared his website. Then Latoya McLean and Terence commented, gave him feedback, give him the things that they would change. So it's a really nice interaction between users, so that they can communicate on what could be improved on their sites. So I love that kind of community, and I feel that at this moment the Groove Digital community is one of the best ones on the on Facebook, because of people, because of you guys helping each other. And once you help somebody, you will receive help back. So that's just how it works. It's like reciprocity. You scratch somebody's back, others will scratch yours as well. So that's just how it works, and I love that kind of thing. But users post the links, and then I go in and review myself. I review the goal or the call to action that the website or the page is asking us to do. There is a trust factor from 1 till 10. Then we can have a look in design, and I give a score between 1 till 10 again. Brandability again from a score from 1 till 10. And then we'll go into to the actions to take, like a summary of actions, like you do this, 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 and this, and then at the end the creator of the website or the owner of the website has some way or guidance on what to do in order to make it better. Yeah, so I believe we are ready to start. We have a couple of viewers that have joined during this long intro. We have Armand watching us here. He says, I have full membership, but I need help building my pages. Absolutely, Armand. In case you need help, try to see what you are struggling with at the moment, and have a look into our YouTube channel. We have a lot of different builds, like landing pages, opt-in pages, bridge pages, different kind of funnels and websites, and all kinds of different things that I created myself, and I also helped others create. So have a look what we have, and see if that can help you. But yeah, once you are stuck somewhere, like you're building out your page and you're stuck on one particular thing, you can just jump into the Facebook community and then ask for assistance, for some guidance. There are people that will absolutely want to help you. There is a Facebook user here saying, hey guys, welcome. There is another question. How can anyone learn from the beginning, from very basic, how to start GrooveFunnels? There is just a training that is called GrooveFunnels intro to GrooveFunnels for beginners. So have a look at that one. It's a video on YouTube and Facebook group, also in the Groove Digital Academy. So just have a look. Just search for these keywords that you want to do, and then searching will actually help you a lot. Orlando is joining in. He also shared his website. We'll have a look at it. Richard is here. Christine as well, getting excited as my Groove Cart is about to ready to launch. Awesome. Christine will have Groove Cart show and tell on Friday, so join us then, and then we can have a look. Maybe we can also review it this way here. I'm looking to hire someone to do it for me. Where can I outsource the skills? Just ask in the Facebook community. Okay. Okay, and Keisha is also sharing her Imperfect Action Challenge website. Perfect. I'm looking forward to seeing those. Cool. Let's just start with the first site over here from Terence Bellinger, and then we'll have a look what he created. So this is Calgary Shop Local. Let's just zoom in. Cool, really nice little header image over here. I'm looking for simply as 1, 2, 3. Search your business, search address, search category. We clicked on it, and now it transferred us over to a different site. Okay, so this seems like a WordPress site. Let's just confirm. Yeah, it's a WordPress website. It's a directory theme. Cool. So I believe Terence created the site. It's like a landing page, which he will be sending people to this one and then over to his directory. Not quite sure how that works, but okay, see your business here. Okay, I believe I understand it. So this will be acting as a promo site, a promo, like a registration page of some sort for businesses. So he will be able to take this website or take this page, share it with others, and then get them to sign up, I think. So let's just see. Calgary Shop Local is your online directory to support local businesses. While most of online directories are built for tourism, ours is designed as a resource for residents, consumers, and businesses can add listings themselves and can also opt to feature their business. Plus, we will showcase promotions, coupons, events. We feature the best deals around browser list. Okay, so I believe that's the point of it. So browse by category, browse by location. Some popular shop local categories. Click on image. Okay, cool. So these are different categories. Submit complimentary listing. Rating of 4.0 or higher. All businesses on Calgary Shop Local have been verified to have a Google My Business rating of 4.0 or higher. Cool. So this is a page that he built, and then let's just go into it. So a goal at this moment, there is no goal of this site. In my opinion, there needs to be a strong headline with a call to action. Click here and get featured on the Calgary Shop Local directory or something like that. At this moment, this is the only call to action which is at the bottom of the page. So this is the footer over here. This is the footer, and this is the only button on here. So at this moment, if I could rank the goal or the call to action, I would just not give it a very high score, because it needs to be immediately when the page is loaded, the people need to know what the page is for. As you've seen, when I landed on the page, like, I didn't know what it is until I actually looked through the whole page, scrolled at the bottom, scrolled back on the top, scrolled back on the bottom, and then I saw, okay, so this is what it does. um, the site, this landing page can work well, but needs to have a strong call to action. You are looking either for people to register, to submit their businesses, to do something, but at this moment it's not doing a very good prioritization of the goals. At this moment, you're just this website or this page is used mostly for just browsing around. Like, okay, we have different categories, and then this one, and it doesn't have like, click here, register business now, get your business up and running as fast as possible, or like, you live in Calgary, showcase your business, get your customers today, or something like. It needs to have a very strong call to action. At this moment, it's not having a strong call to action. Trust factor from 1 till 10. This one doesn't ask for anything in particular. It's just sending us over to a uh, different site. Or here, there's a pricing page immediately, which I would not suggest to send people immediately to the pricing page. There is no prices actually on here, so it's a pricing page without prices that we need to actually contact the website to submit the listing. So I would just call this page packages, not pricing. If there is no pricing, it's just, but it's okay. I'm not reviewing this page because this is the GroovePages build page. How I would construct this website, or how I would construct this page, is it needs to be some sort of a sales page, because you're selling people on the idea to register on your directory. So it needs to be a sales page with a big and bold headline. Say like, no more waiting for customers, make them come to you. Click here to get started, or something like that, because you want to tell people what you're doing, and then people, when they are actually hooked, there is like a hook story offer. You hook them with a headline, you tell a bit more about what you're doing. So you hook them with a very strong headline. No more waiting for customers, click here, get started, bringing them in automatically even. This is your hook, let's just say. Then you create a little story, a little bit of a paragraph, what you're doing, who you are, why you're doing this, and then a big bold call to action, which is like, click here to get started now. But it needs to be a headline, call to action, story, and then a call to action again. This is the construction. This is the structure that I would use for a page like this. It needs to be a sales page. It needs to bring in the people. At this moment, it is showcasing, like, we have different categories. You can click here, you'll be redirected to the website. You can browse more there. But this page at this moment doesn't have a clear purpose. That's what I'm trying to say. It needs to have a clearer call to action in order to function better. Design, from the design perspective, there is not much of a branding. When we go over here on this website, on the actual directory site, you can see that there is a branding. There is a red, black, gray, white. So gray, black, and white, and then the red is the color of the actual of the brand. But then again, the logo is green with black and white, so that's just like, not kind of a good match. Maybe if the red could be transferred over to this kind of a green, then it would match the whole branding. So this one, if we have a look, it has some sort of a flow with the colors, with the branding. Over here, this side, it doesn't. So there is a green, yellow, and black, so people will think these are the brand colors. But no, but then you have red and white and black and gray, and then you have different colors. Then you have all kinds of different colors on here. Then again, red, and this blue for the icon. So it just doesn't match the feel of the whole website on here. So I would give the design The design, I would give a score of 4. It could be better. There are some components on here that are matching this black, white, and red styling, but the logo, it actually dictates on this page immediately. The logo and the header image, it just says that this is our branding, and then people, then they scroll down, it just looks different, it feels different, and it's just not matching that kind of a so have a look at these fonts. Okay, I will not go into it, but I just want to point it out. Why am I saying all this? This font looks very fun, very like it's like a coffee bean. It's very playful. Then you come over here, there is a different font that is used for these kind of things, and it is, this font is already different from this font, and then this is like, there is no particular set of, okay, this is our brand, this is how it's going to be, and it's just, yeah, this looks nice, this may look a bit better, this we can put here. I don't know, the structure is of the whole brand identity was not clearly defined on this website, on this page. People feel the disconnect between the two because it just doesn't match. So trust factor, I don't really fully understand the point of that website, so I cannot rank the trust factor. If that would be kind of a sales page, where you're inviting people to come over to your directory and sign up, then there would need to be selling involved. At this moment, there is no selling involved. So the trust factor is cannot be scored, I believe, on this one. If there would be a bit of selling involved, there would be probably some testimonials from already existing businesses. There could be also some statistics, maybe that we have, I don't know, 50 businesses already with 200 views and 40,000 visits and I don't know. I'm just coming up with numbers, but it just needs to have a little bit of a boost, like 5-star reviews and things like that, just so that it sells a little bit more on the importance, like getting getting their submission on a directory site like that. It requires time, it requires filling out form, it requires even some payment, according to this Calgary shop. So not everybody will want to do it, but it needs a little bit of encouragement. This is where the hook story offer comes in. You need to actually sell them on taking that action. So brandability, the brandability is not quite good. There is some sort of like a logo. If you're following the logo, you would need to go with those colors, those type of a friendly, playful kind of website, and the wording on the website, like the copy. But at this moment, there is just a disconnect between the fonts, between the logo, between the colors, even between the illustrations. The illustrations showcase a really nice human activity, and I love that. I feel that in case you're going with this type of layout with these fonts, then maybe use those types of fonts on here as well, or somehow just make it a little bit that it is connected. It will feel a little bit more uniform. Cool. So some of actions to take. My suggestion is, the first things first, to create a nice looking sales page. And I will show you what I would do if that would be my site. Perfect. So if that would be my site, I would go into GroovePages and create a new site with a template, some sort of a landing page / sales funnel / something. Let's just scroll down to the bottom and see what we have. Okay, so maybe this affiliate product template, let's just have a look. This could work. So here you would put in your logo, then you would put in a call to action with get started now. So this would be your hook with an offer, and then over here you start in with a story, then another offer, then you tell them a little bit more, then you sell them on the importance why people would need to come onto your local directory, why it's a good idea, why they should do it. Then you could put in some testimonials on here and the pros and cons. Who is it good for? Testimonials on here, frequently asked questions. Like if you take a template like this one, you fill it up with your content to sell the actual importance of filling up that that form to get on that directory site, it would work much better, in my opinion. This one at this moment doesn't have a great sole purpose. I feel that it could be better. So that's what I would do. Take it or leave it. This is my suggestion. Then it already has the brands sorted. So you have a kind of a greenish colored logo. Just choose a font that would work well. So if you put this this logo onto the top here, you change the greens to your green from the logo over here. So this would be your green on here. So if you'd come on here, so you could just like paste in your colors, something like this. So instead of this green, you paste in your own green, and this would be your branding. Like, let's just change this one here as well. The typography, you change it to your green, and it immediately looks a little bit more branded to your purposes. So that's what I would do. It immediately, you don't have to do super super work with your own custom design, but you just follow the actual template, you fill it up with your content, and that's basically it. So that's my recommendation, that's my suggestion. It's a big one. Basically, I'm telling you to redo the whole page. You can still use some of these categories, you can showcase them on the site if you create something like this, but the main purpose why I'm telling you is because there is no call to action. You need to actually tell them, like, this is what I'm offering you, this is what you could do, and this is the reason why. And at this moment, this page is not really doing that job. So these are the call to actions. In case you're following the template, you fill it up with your content, it will be working better, believe me. Cool. Let's just go on. Alan Baptiste, let's have a look. Alan was on a previous, wow, this looks great. He was on a previous show and tell, and I can see that he actually implemented some of the things that I mentioned, and it looks immediately better. Previously, he had a very, I believe that was a custom kind of created website with the blocks were kind of everywhere, but he used one of the templates that we have, and this is the supplement template. Let me just show you this one over here, and he modified it with his content. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to exactly be as here on the template, but it can. Okay, people will not know, okay, this is a GroovePages template, so I will not trust this website that much. People don't know. People that purchase these products, they will not know that this is a GroovePages template. So okay, I just read a comment on here quickly. Like, David, I need to let you know something. Your implication to get us to get good with Groove is just outstanding. You're a true inspiration with implication you put out. Hip hip hooray, friend! Thank you very much, Jonathan. It's my pleasure. So yeah, let's just go on and then review Alan's site. So this is his website. He was using the template as I showed you over here. Not this one, but here. And he is following step by step the template exactly. So he is selling supplements. Let's just scroll to the whole page first, and let's see. Okay, so I would add a little bit of spacing on here. Okay, it helps you lose weight, burn fat, get started, used by 5,000 customers. There's mock-ups of the product, happy clients. You would probably need to change the images because everybody knows those already. And then mock-ups of the product. You look, 1 bottle 24, 3 bottles 69, 5 bottles 99. Super simple, a beautiful beautiful imagery, really nicely laid out. Take action, bam. It's simple. It's like, it doesn't involve a lot. If you have a look at the colors he's using, the colors are white, black, and gray. There are some parts where he has an image, then he's using then this red color, and then I would do this. So I would take this red color, for example, and then I would make this button square, like not with rounded borders, because there are square elements on this page. As you can see, the text is really sharp, square, this one as well. So this button needs to be square. I will show you what I would do. I would come over here and just, oops, come over here, not that way. Let's just restart this. I want to show you how I would manage this side to look a little bit better. So the get started call to action is great, but I would put a darker red color like this, and I would definitely make the border, not the border radius, I would just put it to be square. Okay, so this is a square button now, maybe a little bit of more padding on here, like padding right, let's just put it to 50, padding left, let's just put that to 50 as well. And then on the top and bottom, let's just make 25, 25. Ooh, that's not good. Let's just use it like this, 32, 30. Cool. So this is immediately looking a bit more professional, a little bit more branded with the same color. The Eugenics Pro, this image, I would use just a black and white, like this logo. So a white logo over here, not with this blue. This is what I would do. Just a white part of the logo here, and then it looks very clean. So a little bit of more spacing. Let's just add this on so that we actually correct the page. Oops, not this, but here. A little bit more padding on the top, like that, just to put it in the center, like that, as you can see. And everything else is already done. Everything looks good. Maybe the button a little bit lower, but that's just makeup. Here, different images, because these are very, very clean stock images that people are using everywhere. So try to see if you can get some of your customers, or even you don't even have to have an image. Just put in like a, a circle with a profile, like a Facebook profile. You know, when you create your new profile, then you have that kind of a grayish bordered silhouette. So even that would work better. Just don't use these stock photos. People will not trust this one as well as the other ones. And that's basically it. Then you already have it sorted. So you just change the button on the top over here, change the logo. I believe it would work well or better with just a white logo. That's it. You are all set. Let's just see what happens when we click on the Get Started button. Okay, so we can choose one of these options. It brings us to GrooveCell, where we can actually select the products. Perfect. 3 bottles, 69.95. Perfect. We fill out the details, and then we can also have a coupon. I see that Alan was playing with coupons. We can add on a coupon, add it on here, and that's basically it. So very nicely designed, very simple, very organized. Let me just go on, and then the goal is clear. The goal has the same button from the beginning. One call to action. Get started. This button needs to change, as I showed you previously. Just use a darker red. Just use this one. The logo needs to change, but the call to action is here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There is 8 calls to action on this small site, and it works beautifully. People will know what to do. People are used to this kind of things. People see that the site is clean, professional, probably created from a company that knows what they're doing. So absolutely great job. Trust factor 10. Only thing I need to comment on is these images. Definitely change those. They look super overused. Whenever you come on a website that is that's still being developed, or people just don't care, they don't change over these stock images, and it just doesn't look trustworthy, because these images are used everywhere. So definitely these ones you need to replace. Maybe if you want to add a little stars, like yellow stars for like a reviews, like there are um, 5-star PNG, something like this. You can download these and just add it on there. Something like this. It will be a transparent, most probably. If not, then there are those that are transparent. You download these little stars and you add them on above the name over here or above the paragraph. So it shows that the people actually love it. It adds on a little bit of pop to the images and to the reviews. So that's just what I would suggest. Over here, you need to change the heading. As you can see here, you have a recent happy clients, but it's not the same font. The font used on here is we'll have a look. It's Montserrat, and over here you're using serif font. So it would look like this if we go on to the easy CSS. Let's just choose this, and if we go to typography and change it to, I don't have Montserrat on here, but it would look differently if you choose a different different font, something bold, not impact font, but Montserrat. You can change it from GroovePages, but just make sure that it just looks uniform. Okay. All in all, it looks great. Really good job. Design from 1 till 10. It is 9. There is 2 things that actually it's 10. There's 1 button, 1 headline, and that's it. These are the things that I would definitely change, but it's actually 10. It's just using the template and you really made it your own. Brandability, it's great. The top of the logo on the top, just make sure you try to put in the white logo on here, and make sure the colors are uniform everywhere. So you already have some of these colors that you could use. Let me try if I can get it. So these are the colors that you're using on the sections of the page. You can just make this button the same color and then make it square. Okay, don't round the button. That's basically it. Then it will look great. Cool. Sum up actions to take. Again, just do these things: button, logo, testimonial images. Maybe you can add on those stars in there as well. You can what else? That headline, and that's it. Cool. Very good. What's the tool used to preview changes on the fly? Andre's asking. So I'm using Easy CSS. This is a tool that is available to download. It's with a Z, Easy CSS. It actually, you can, it's a paid platform. Get 4 browser licenses 50% off. Get single browser license for 25% off. I purchased this previously. I don't know, I didn't use it for a long time, but it's actually very handy when showcasing things like that. It's a browser extension. You can also right click somewhere and then toggle this one, and then you can change like things around. Like if you want to focus on this button, you click the letter E, then over here it has focused on this try now button. Then you can see the state, like a hover effect. You can do different things. You can also do sizing, like width and height. You can increase the width and height on the page. You can just change the width. You can just change the height. You can actually do all kinds of things, and then you can copy over the code. So you can copy over the changes, and then if you bring this in as a custom CSS to GroovePages, then these changes will be taken in. So it's pretty cool. Easy CSS. I'm not recommending it or anything. I just use it. There are other tools like the CSS inspector. It works similarly. This one is on a lifetime deal. You can get it if you just type in Easy CSS lifetime deal. I believe you can get. It's basically doing the same thing. It's just that I found the other one a little bit easier to use. What's the tool used to show live chat comments on the screen while you were talking? Live chat tool. I don't know. Let's have a look. So if we click on it, most of the times it is branded somehow. It says here, powered by Chatabot. Okay, so if you type in chatbot.io, then this will open, then you can register, and then you can create your own kind of a chatbot. So when you open these pages, most of the times they are branded, so you can see on here, and this is just a GrooveFunnels proof pop-up. Let's go on to the next one. Beautiful job, Alan. I actually love how you created it using the template, and it's as simple. Like, you find a template, you pop in your content, you pop in your images, and that's it. It doesn't have to be custom. If you're not a designer, I don't suggest to go with custom designs. It will take longer to make everything mobile responsive as well. It's just a hassle for somebody that is still new. My suggestion: pick a template, get the business up and running, and then later on, if you want, you can be creative and come up with your own custom creations. But it's not necessary. The templates actually solve more issues than you can imagine. And then time, they save time, big time. um cool. Let's just have a look. Optimum parenting. Nice. So I believe these changes were here. um this website was done with a different structure last time when I reviewed it. It was two sections, I believe. One of the header sections and then one block had a video, a lot of content on the sides as well. And now what my suggestion was to actually separate it, so it has a vertical flow, not a horizontal flow of the whole website, because on one section there was a lot of content and it just doesn't focus the eyes. So at this moment, what I see over here: I learned the lesson from your last review and improvised. Eager for more. Can I create something? Okay, so there is a question. We can answer that at a later point, but we will review this website. So I am super happy that Dr. Agrawal, he actually went in there and he created the changes that I suggested. And it looks cleaner, much cleaner immediately. I remember from the last time when I reviewed his site, I reviewed his page, it was kind of crowded. At this moment, you can see it has a nice flow to it. So there is a logo, a video that people will watch, people will understand it, then they can go in and see immediately 90 minutes optimum parenting webinar for free. They know what they're signing up for. Let's learn what to do, what is right, not what is easy. Saturday, January 9th. Okay, confirm your spot. So it is starting at January 9th. It's in 23 days. Confirm your spot in order to be there. Very simple to understand. You learn, bam, bam, bam. I'm here to make my parenting more efficient. Don't miss out the claim spot below. Okay, I feel that these look like buttons. So I'm not sure if you would need to put them like this one. I'm here to make your parenting more efficient and less noisy. Don't miss out. Claim your spot below. Um, okay, so this brings in the form. Cool. Mm, I would I would just do this. Okay, so I would clone this button and I would press this to come over here. Okay, so this button to come over here, and then I would make this form open in a pop-up. Here at the bottom, it just looks a bit strange. So that's what I would do. Definitely, I would clone this button over here as well, and then get it in a pop-up. So the form, when somebody clicks to confirm your spot, it doesn't scroll down, but it just opens a pop-up. People can fill it out, click yes or confirm, and then they are already in the whole funnel. That's what I would do, and make this a little bit more less button-y type of thing. On here, I feel that these look identical as your button on here. It's just that the colors are reversed. This is orange background, white text. This is white background, orange text. It just looks like a secondary buttons, but they don't serve as buttons. So I would not make it look like button E. I don't know how to explain it, but don't make it look like buttons. Make it look like more of a call to action. Put it in orange color without the white background or something like that. Just make it that it pops out and people don't think that they need to click on it. And then again, just duplicate this button below and make it open with a pop-up. So these are my suggestions right now. The site looks good. The site looks great. There is a nice footer, 2018 optimum parenting. I would just put this as 2020 because people may think that the website didn't change from 2018, so it could feel like this is an old version of the site. So just make it 2020, all rights reserved, privacy policy, terms of use. You may want to actually link these in so that they can be clicked. But all in all, very good change. Absolutely better than the previous one. Let's just review it. So the goal is there, immediately visible. There is a countdown timer that is also counting down. It actually says that this webinar will be on Saturday, January 9th at 8 p.m. and this countdown timer is counting down the days and the time until that moment, so confirm your spot while it's still available. Goal is there immediately. Trust factor, the trust factor is easy because you're giving away a free parenting, a 90-minute parenting webinar where you're teaching people on how to do certain things. I don't really know what you're teaching, I didn't watch the video, but you're asking them for the first name, email, and the WhatsApp number. That's not a big kind of a commitment. You can easily opt in from that one. So I do feel that it needs to go in a pop-up because it will be more easier to get the people to click on the confirm your spot. Yeah, so that's what I think. Trust factor, I would say it's much better than it was before. It is around 9. I would yeah, I would just put the form in a pop-up and then that would be it. Design, from the design perspective, there are a couple of colors, which is black, white, and gray, as you can see here. Actually, there is no black. There is kind of a dark gray on here on the bottom. Let's just call this black. Gray over here, there's a different shade of gray on here, and then there is this greenish reddish color that just repeats. So from the color perspective, it's great. From the font perspective, it's great as well. The fonts are all the same. Love it. Yeah, design is great. Design is good. It's very simple. It's very organized. I feel that this may be not a block. So this website was not created using blocks. This website, maybe this part. But this one, I don't feel that it was created using blocks. It was created maybe using the custom design, but definitely not a template. Design perspective, I would say that it is 9 as well because of that form. I feel that this form just make the site a bit, I don't know. I don't know how to actually say what I want to say. But if you put that form in the pop-up, it will be 10er. Brandability, the brand is great. The colors and the fonts are following the style of the logo, and it just looked great. So 10 definitely. Sum up actions to take. The biggest one is to duplicate this one, put it down here, change these two options to not look like buttons, because this is what I was doing, like I was trying to click on it, and then make this a pop-up. That's what I would suggest. Cool, that's basically it with this site. Cool. So Sandy Borneo, okay, let's just try to answer this question from Dr. Agrawal. Can I create subdomain names for purchase domain in GrooveFunnels while hosting? You can do it in Cloudflare. I'm pretty sure you didn't connect it with Cloudflare yet, or this is not a custom domain yet. So in case you do a custom domain, you can create subdomains for that for your site, but I don't suggest you to do that because let me show you why. Once you do this and you publish your pages and you start promoting them, you'll not be able to use the Groove domain management platforms. And let me just show you what. groovefunnels.com/infographic. If you come onto the infographic, we'll have advanced publishing options very soon. We'll have custom domains for checkouts, affiliate links, and things like that, which will be managed by Groove. So if you want to have your affiliate links and the checkouts and things like that on that same domain, I would not suggest you to use subdomains. Also, We'll have improved publishing for GroovePages, and then after this one there will be more more publishing options for GrooveMember, for GrooveCart at a certain point in time, probably closer to the middle or the end of the next year, but that will be coming. So if you create your subdomains now in Cloudflare, a lot of these options will not be available for you, because if you start promoting it, you will probably not want to change any kind of DNS records and things like that. So my suggestion, don't use subdomains with your custom domains. Just use the root domain, and then you'll be able to change those within the platform at the later point when this feature comes out. Cool. So let's just go on Sandy Borneo's site. Here's mine. It's a social media influencer lead gen page. Let me know your thoughts. I have not fixed responsive yet, but working on it. Perfect. Cool. Mariko Suzuki, #1 social media influencer in Japan. Discover what you need to do, become the #1 beauty social media influencer. Download free ebook. I feel that there's a download the is missing, I believe. Download the free ebook. Cool. Fill in the form to download the free. Yeah, you see? Download the free ebook. Or free ebook download, then you don't need the sorry. I know I'm not a grammar Nazi usually, but just like cool. So name, email, perfect. Download now. I'll put the download now button in this type of color. This red does not really match the styling, but let's just see how the page looks like. Perfect. 7 steps to becoming a beauty social media influencer. I would probably need to download this and try to become a social media influencer. I think I could do a good job with it, even though I'm not I don't have a face for a social media beauty influencer. Well, never say never. Everybody can become whatever they want, no? So Mariko Suzuki, Japan's top social media influencer. If you want to become a social media influencer in the shortest period, come learn from Mariko Suzuki. I feel that there is some things down here that may be covered by this section over here. I'm not quite sure what it is though, because I cannot see it. Maybe let's try this. Sometimes this actually works. Okay, so there is there is not really content below, but yeah, this is the page. Let's just see. These are some trust badges. What my clients say about me. I signed up for Mariko's social media influencer course. Okay, so this is the first time somebody talks about the course. So on here we are promoting the book. On here the testimonials are for the course. I wanted to enhance my skills and learning something and join Mariko in her course, and this one influencergram course as well. So these are testimonials for course. People will, or here I feel that this is a sales page for the ebook. Okay, so in case there are testimonials for the ebook, I would put those instead. Okay, the course is something else, so people don't want to actually know about the next step until the next step comes. So that's my suggestion. If you have testimonials that you could use for the book itself, put those in here instead. Yes, Mariko, I want to learn how to become a successful beauty social media influencer now. Perfect. Download free ebook. Copyrighted Mariko Suzuki 2020. There's a Facebook, there's an Instagram over here, and yeah, that's basically it. Let's just see what happens after we fill this out. Where is my burner mail? Let's just use this one. Okay, so this is the upsell page, or no, this is a thank you page. Mariko Suzuki, Japan's top social media influencer. Thank you for your interest in becoming a top social media influencer. Download your free ebook below. Perfect. Download now. Cool. I believe you need to Sandy, you may need to change the access to the actual download when you're working with Drive. I did this multiple times as well. When we're working with Drive, there is option to share things, like for example this document we can share with people. It gives us a link immediately, but it's restricted. So if you copy this link, it's restricted. Only people can edit that you actually add here. So you would need to click on this link, change to change to with change to everybody with the link. Or what did it say? Let's see, change to anyone with the link. You need to click here, then you use the link, and then you add it onto the button. Then it will be available for everybody. It will not be restricted. When you choose the link only here, when you copy this link right now, you can only add, you need to add the people on here that can view this. So I did this mistake myself as well a couple of times, received loads of support on emails and private messages. So before launching, I would suggest you to change this. Cool. Yeah, really nice mock-ups on here, although the images look quite blurry though. I really like the mix of these two fonts. It really looks good. The mock-ups are good, but the images inside look a little bit blurry. Here as well, this image looks a little bit blurry. Everything else looks extremely sharp and really nice. Just the mock-up. Cool. So really nice and colorful page. I don't know if this is Mariko. Let's just Google her. Who is Mariko Suzuki? Okay, I believe this is a completely different person. So if Mariko Suzuki is a social media influencer, she probably has a lot of images of herself. People on Instagram, they love taking picture of themselves. So I don't think it will be hard to actually get a picture of Mariko herself. So try to maybe find an image of herself and maybe add it somewhere on the page. Cool. Perfect. So the goal of the site is to actually download free ebook. Please put a "the" on there, or down, or ebook, free ebook download. Trust factor from 1 till 10. Trust factor is high. The trust factor is good because people that would like to learn how to become social media influencers, they will not hesitate in giving their details to download this ebook. If they can learn from the best, the #1 social media influencer in Japan, I don't think they will be hesitating. So the value exchange is high. The trust is high because the site looks great. It has a lot of colors. It has a lot of testimonials are there, mock-up, and it's just a good feeling. I wouldn't hesitate. Although on here, I would make this background white here. Yeah, definitely. This white, this footer over here white, it would look a little bit more clean, because you're not using this gray color anywhere on the page. So if you change this over here to white, that would look good. Or even you can add these on here to the bottom, which I don't suggest. It would not look the best, so just make it white. Cool. So the design, so the trust factor is 10. Design is 10, although the design of the pop-up, I would definitely change. This button, I would put it into this kind of a pinky color. And another thing is the image of the mock-up is not quite sharp. So the sharpness, or the actual image, I would try to see if it could be resaved or saved in a higher resolution. But still, that's design is 10. Brandability is 10 as well. Mariko Suzuki, if she continues, I really like the button. The button color is really custom made with the whole gradient. I love that. So the brand feels colorful, feels joyful, feels happy, and I feel that this could work really nicely. Also, the thank you page is similar to this section over here, with a nice download button. So it works nicely. I would give it a 10 as well. Sum up actions to take, definitely the pop-up call to action button, maybe even this one. So to make it a bit more styled, let me just show you here. So the buttons are rounded and there is a bit of padding on all the sides. and you're using a lot of white space with padding on top, bottom, and everywhere. But the font, the pop-ups don't look quite that way, so they are not styled. So the button, it doesn't have that kind of a spacing on the button, and the forms, they look very sharp and edgy and gray, that you're not using this kind of gray color anywhere on the page. I know it's now going into details, but I feel that it could be done. Maybe a background could be white on these, and then there could be a border like this, maybe some sort of a grayish color border, and maybe we could do the border radius a little bit around, something like that. I feel that this looks a bit more clean than the gray sharp edges. So if you do something like that, maybe you could also even do a bit of padding on the inside. So not right, but bottom of this section. So this and this, maybe not that much, maybe 15 here, just so that it looks a little bit more sized, a little bit better. So definitely this one looks much better than this one. So you can look into this one. Maybe you can also try to copy the styling of the gradient button and then just paste it in here, so that all the download buttons are the same. But yeah, great work. Cool. So let's just go on to the next one. I really like the mock-ups that Sandy does. It looks awesome. So yeah, the pop-up form on this page really stands out. Really does just not feel a part of the whole site. The whole site is really nicely modeled, has its own feel, but even you chose the colors, but then this red color and these gray colors, they don't come into play anywhere. So the pop-up needs to change so that it matches the whole branding. It's like an eyesore. Uh, Nothing super major, but it could be done better. Perps Digital Printing and Design Age. Okay, that's kind of a long name. Perps Digital Printing Services and Signage. And Perps Digital Printing and Signage.com. Okay, cool. Let's see. So this is from Rochelle Devero. Hello, David. Thanks again for review the sites. Here's another one, please, and thank you. Absolutely. Perps Digital Printing and Services and Signage. Nice, really nice. Let's just see if this is a GP component. Sometimes when I'm not quite sure, I double check so that the pages are or are not groove built. Nice. Okay. I love these sections when people explain step 1, bam, step 2, bam, step 3, bam, step 4, done. So it really gives a clarity to the people of what the process is like. When you come onto pages like this, like digital printing services and signage, and you think you'll need to go like contact back and forth and do all kinds of different things, and then approve designs and blah. It's like overwhelm immediately when you come to a page. But if you put in some type of a simple 3-step process, order your design, we get it printed, we deliver it to you, it just clarifies, and it's like settles the mind, it settles this overwhelm immediately. So if you have a chance and you have a website, something like this, definitely put in this step 1, step 2, step 3. It works amazingly. This and an FAQ section at the bottom of the page, they just really help out with the customer support questions. Okay, personalized film roll, turn your memories into little cute treasures such as such a perfect gift for your loved ones. Let's just zoom in. Okay, cool. Okay, wedding invitations, there is a little bit of a padding issue. I believe this is a padding issue, or just a spacing on here. This may be due to the positioning on mobile devices. Okay, I love the styling of these. Like, what can be done? What happens when we click the contact us button? Okay, cool. It's a really simple process. Um, look, I actually did this. This was from one of the previous tutorials. I was doing this type of things like email, contact location. I was doing a contact page tutorial, and I feel that this may be from that tutorial. Um, could be, could be not, but yeah, really nice. These sliders, carousel elements, as you can see. The magic with these sliders are to have the images sized exactly the same proportions, the same width, the same height, the same everything, and then you will have these types of beautiful carousel elements. Perps really like the logo. High quality, low minimum bulk discount, contact us, love from happy customers. Purple, this font doesn't work really well, you cannot read it. Purple and Maricar. It's really making it hard for people to read this type of font, so I definitely suggest changing it to a little something readable. Okay, this is a beautiful, this is by supporting a small business you help support dream of family. Okay, so this is easier read than this one. So maybe this needs to change. Designed by Rochelle, built with Groove funnels. Perfect. This puts in the affiliate link, and it actually helps people or helps the designer or the actual business collect a little bit of side income. Cool. Beautiful job, Rochelle. Let's just go in with our handy dandy um, note over here. So the goal is to actually get people to click on the contact us. Let's start designing. All of these bring people over to the contact us. However, on the contact us, I wouldn't start with this section and then something like that. I would put the main importance, like the contact us details would need to be on the top. Okay, I feel that if you put all these big kind of things on the top and with a huge navigation already, just doesn't need to be there. This is the most important. This is the thing that people want to know. Get in touch. So just leave it this way. Get in touch, and then people can scroll down to see the location, contact, and email. This is just that distraction. Okay, businesses want people to contact them, and this will not help with that. So definitely the call to action needs to be first, and then makeup and this kind of things. On a homepage it works well because it's like there's a beginning, a middle, and the end of the homepage. But on a contact page, people actually want to start designing and not to look through the whole sections again. From on a design perspective, when you're creating the mock-ups and the screenshots of the different pages, it makes sense. It looks good. It looks better when there's orange colors or these yellow colors on different places, but it just doesn't have a good functionality. So in case you actually have a contact us button like here, don't send people onto the top of the page. Send people here at the bottom of the page. Like, send them immediately here, or just delete these two blocks, or put those blocks a bit lower on the page. Make the most important thing stand out immediately. That's the goal of the site. Trust factor. The trust factor of this site is high. Really nicely designed, really clean design. Some sections like this one is just a bit spaced out wrongly or pushed onto the sides, but this is just minor modification needed for that one. But all in all, the images, they are testimonials at the same time, because these are all products of the company that they created these things. packaging, t-shirts, mugs and banners, and they actually created all this stuff. And then they have a gallery on here, so the trust factor is high. They also have testimonials on here. They also have another trust boost here, because it showcases the the owners of the company. Definitely this needs to change. This font cannot be read easily. Purple and Maricar, I believe that's it, but I had struggled uh, to read this. Just a simpler font without shadows would work better. um, and then, yeah, all in all, beautiful work. So the trust factor is 10. You have most of the components except the guarantee, but there is no need for that because you have all the other ones. uh, so definitely a tenor. Design, you have really created a great flow with the colors, with the fonts. So you can see over here the colors are black, white, gray, and then shades of yellow, and on some part orange, and the orange is in the hover color. But then again, the orange is, this one is matching the actual hover color when we hover over things. So the colors are really um, nicely thought out to match the logo. uh, if you can think it, we can ink it. Nice, I love it. um, we bring your print ideas to life in 1, 2, 3 done. Great. I love those, actually. Perps Design, digital printing services, signage. We are a family owned and operated. It's kind of hard to read when it's all caps lock and it's all bolded, or it maybe not bolded, but it's all caps lock. So it's like, er, but the whole site is caps lock. So the whole site has big letters. Then maybe just to have this a bit smaller. Not sure. Let's see how that would look like. So the size of this typography, if we make it smaller, it actually makes it harder to read. If we do letter spacing, or not letter spacing, but the line height. No, it's a big paragraph with a lot of text that looks the same. If we could break it up a little bit more, let's see if we could do it here. Um, hmm, um, maybe this section I would put in this type of an orange color, yellowish color. Let's just copy over this. I cannot have two extensions opened. Copy. Okay, and then over here, what I'm doing now is just putting in something to break up to break up the black flow of text. So let's just see how it works with actual this. Yeah, maybe if we highlight certain parts of the text, we're committed to Excel. I cannot highlight parts of the text for using this tool that I'm using right now, but definitely somehow to break up this big piece of text so that it is not only like a big paragraph of black text. It's hard to read all that. And on here there is a bit of more things on here, on this side and on this side. This looks nice and clean, but this looks a bit crowded. I understand that you're trying to actually explain what the things are. um, I don't know. I will leave this out. It looks good but I prefer something like this. It has a flow from the smallest to the biggest, and then over here it's like all jumbled up. It's just nothing special to be thinking about. It's just my opinion. And then all in all, the other parts of the site look good. Design, I would rank it with 10. There are some things that I would change, like for example the font on the author section. This definitely, that text which I was showing you now, to break it up a little bit over here, maybe not like this with the orange and things like that, but just so that you put in a little bit of spacing, you try to make it a bit more manageable and easy on the eyes. um yeah, that's basically it on the design perspective. And on the design perspective, again, from the contact us page, this is not important, this is important. So try to somehow make this the, the actual main part of the page. Brandability is awesome. It's 10. Sum up actions to take. I just actually went through everything. So most of the design things, like the text to break up, the piece of text on the authors section, and the contact page needs if that is fixed, then it's a pure 10. Good. Let's see the rest of the page. Mike Dixon, thriller posts, I believe. Thriller plots. Hidden Assassin. I feel that I reviewed this page already. Let's just see. Core plot. Da, 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 da. This website was already reviewed on a previous GroovePages show and tell. Was it this site? Not quite sure. It looks good. I believe that it was this site. I reviewed it already. I have a feeling that these may have changed. These mockups may have changed, but all in all, it's a good site, and I gave it a good scores as well, because it's using a template, and it just filled the creator of this product and of this website filled in the gaps, basically filled in the template like exactly as it was created. And it just looks good, feels good, works well. I want to buy it, and then it scrolls down to the section where people can purchase this. It's a beautiful thing. It's a Thrive cart embed. So this person is selling through Thrive cart, through Thrive cart, and it works well. The website is good. I feel that I already reviewed it, so I will just not do it one more time. It was last week 100%. I don't know, it was on the Wednesday or the Friday's GroovePages show and tell session. So Mike, you may want to check out those sessions in order to see it. Cool. Vanessa ZG, this was also reviewed, but Vanessa said that that made updates and edits on the blocks. So let's just see. Your child's identity is at risk of being stolen. Yep, perfect. So these images are different. And I suggested that if the actual website is about children's identity, to put in some images of children. And I think this is better right now. Although the background image is very sharp, very clean, I would try to make it a bit darker. I cannot modify the transparency for some reason on here, but definitely a little bit darker. The image can stay in the background, but I cannot modify the transparency on here. But something like this would work better, just with a little bit of transparency, so that the text is in the text is the thing that is important, and not the image in the background, because here it looks a bit too hard. A lot of details are on the image, so it may actually be harder to see. If there is an overlay of color, it would be easier to actually manage and see everything on here. Cool. I like the images on here. It actually displays the problem. Imagine your 5-year-old being in 1 million in debt. That's kind of a problem. No credit card required. Get my free ebook now. People can click on it and then can upgrade to the audiobook. Here's a glimpse of what you'll need. Okay, cool. My suggestion was over here to okay, to make an e-cover or a book mock-up on here, because if we display the audiobook and the book itself, people may think that they're getting that for free, but I like that they have added the audiobook is available for purchase here. So get your copy absolutely free, and then it gives them upgrade now to get the audiobook, but it's the same, it's still the same cover image. So this may be a bit confusing. Like on the previous site, I already saw this image and it was saying that I can get it for free. Now I'm seeing the same image, but now you say I need to pay for it. So if the mock-ups are done a little bit different on the home page, there is just a book mock-up, and then on here there is also the phone with the headphones mock-up. It will be easier to understand the difference. Like on the first page where I'm getting only the ebook, but now there's an offer also to upgrade to an audiobook. Okay, if we want to upgrade, then we go on to the GrooveSell page to purchase it. And if we don't want to take the upgrade, then we go on to get your free copy here. Perfect. And then is this still the same, I feel? Yeah, this was something that I said. It's a bit too many clicks. So 2 times I have to click, and then I also fill out the form in order to get the book. This could work. There's just too many, in my opinion, too many steps. And then also there is another offer on here. So yeah, but all in all, good job with the changes that I suggested. Still, the change that for the ebook, I still stand by it. And if you remove this audio, like iPhone 5 with like the audiobook mockup, then it would work better. But yeah, the background of this section needs to be overlaid with some dark color. Cool. Jerome Friedrichs is doing the iMac challenge. Let's have a look what he created. Cool. 100% free guide, free PDF ebook, 5 ways to build your authority on YouTube. In this free report, you'll learn the top 5 tips and tricks that will help you build an authority on YouTube. Simply enter your email below so we know where to send it. You'll also receive regular tips and updates starting with this free ebook today. Privacy policy, we hate spam and we promise to keep your email safe. Okay, so this red is a bit too hard, so I would definitely remove it, and let's just see how that would look like. The background, if we remove, now I cannot remove it, I can put it down to white. I cannot make it transparent with this tool for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe here 50. No, it doesn't allow me to actually change it. But if we do something like this and then put a border on it, this already works better. It is not as hard as with the red layout. This would work a bit, I believe, better. And then definitely on here, the text a little bit bigger. Yes, I want to build authority, and a little bit of padding on the bottom. Yeah, it doesn't do a lot. Something like that. I feel this could work better. Don't say 100% free guide, free PDF ebook. just say I would remove these two. I'll remove these two and just focus on this one. This is the main point. 5 ways to build authority on YouTube. Okay, and then here in this free book, in this free report, you'll learn. So these two you don't need because you already say here that it's free. So this one I would delete, and then you don't need a navigation menu on here. So this could be actually hidden. You don't need this navigation on here necessarily. You can easily hide it. You don't need these two. Just focus on the hook and then give them the offer. You also have the same navigation on the bottom here, which you don't need. Put a footer in there with a copyright, my YouTubeauthority.com, and privacy policy and so on. So that's what I would suggest. And don't put the red background in here. It just looks too hard. Yes, I want to build my authority. This is good. All in all, great job. Let's just see what we have on the next step. Yeah, this is not connected yet. Cool. So this is good. This is good. But I would try to put in these text in the same section on here. So try to pull these in here. So this piece of text in this section, so that the background is still the same. So these leaves with the coffee, this is the background, and you have a big headline on the top, and then a sub headline below that, and then you give a little bit of spacing in here, and then you give the offer. That's what I would do. Remove the headers, remove this free guide, remove the footer, or remove this navigation, put in a footer instead, and that's basically it for this one page. I cannot go on to the next pages that you created because I cannot see it, but that's just what I would say. So the goal is there, the trust factor is good. It's just that you're offering people to learn more about how to become an authority on Facebook, or sorry, on YouTube. Design is great. You need to remove the red backgrounds from the form. Okay, this is how it looks in normally. Remove this red background. It's too hard. People will not understand it. Put in a white background with maybe a border. This text needs to be bigger. This text needs to be bam. I want it. So that's the design perspective. Brandability, it works great. You don't need your headers or navigation bars. And that's basically it. So all in all, good job. Try to also put in, so delete these, you don't need. And the header is 5 ways to build authority, or learn the amazing 5 ways you can build your authority on YouTube, or the secret 5 ways to build authority, or learn methods of pros, the 5 ways to build your authority fast on YouTube, or something like that. You can give it a bigger, bolder, better headline than it is on the mockup. You can decide what you want to do, but yeah, try to put it here on this section, in this block. Cool. So that was Jerome's website. Let's just see here in the live stream section, we had a couple of links on there. Let's try to find the oldest ones. Okay, so there is Orlando with Mexican candy to go. Okay, mexicancandy2go.com. Cool. So that's Groove Card Store. So Orlando, I will be reviewing Groove Card stores on Friday. So make sure you add it on there immediately. This one would need to be visible. So if you make this in white and not black, it will be easier to read. Also, you can do a bit bigger font. Mexican candy. Get your Mexican candy. It's still hard to see, so maybe you can think about putting an overlay. I will do it now, but it just, I cannot modify the transparency of it. So if you do a bit of darker overlay and you manage the transparency of it, you'll be able to get the text seen on there. But yeah, so this is Groove Card Store. We'll be reviewing it on Friday. Let's see, Keisha Fox, RYMFS.com. RIMS. Okay, reprogram your mind for success. Great. Okay, so this is a bit strange. This is how it shows up for me normally. It's 150%. If I zoom in, then that's the normal layout. Not quite sure if this is due to the mobile responsiveness. Most probably. But as you can see on some of the devices, it just doesn't look good. It goes out of the way. And this one is not really well organized on here. Powered by Groove Funnels, designed by Sales Funnel Mechanics, privacy terms, disclaimer, support. Cool. It's all there, but it's just not really nicely styled and sized. Let's just see what it does when we click on download. Okay, perfect. So this is the get free access. So we are actually encouraging the download. Let's just fill it up so we see where it sends us. And I will put in an email from burner mail, get free access, and let's see where we get to. Okay, this is the main offer. Step 1, order approved. Step 2, products option. Cool. It's about time for you to reprogram your mind for success. Okay, cool. It's a Groove video on here. Click here to get instant access, dear friend. Da 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 da. It's a really nice layout. Love it. Reprogram your mind for success. 8 mindsets that lead to your consistent victory. No stones left unturned. Here's just a quick preview of what you'll discover inside. Beautiful, beautiful. So this is all done in Groove, ladies and gentlemen, and I can prove it to you. So it says GP component over here. Fast action bonus 1, fast action bonus 2, fast action bonus 3, no risk, instant access, Fox. I love it. Frequently asked questions are all here. Get instant access is here as well. Let's see, it goes on to GrooveCell, and this is a $9 product. Great, very, very good. Good job, Keisha. I love what you created. I didn't go through it. It is actually following a proven design with a different structures. The only thing I want to point out is the first page, which is the this one. It needs to be resized. So click on this block over here, and or just take a template which has place for an image, and then has a little bit of text. Definitely the headline, make it so that it is a bit better visible. 10 beliefs that will ensure you if you die frustrated, that will ensure you die broke, frustrated, and depressed. Free report. 10 beliefs that will ensure you die. I don't know if that's the best headline. Nobody wants to ensure to die frustrated and depressed. So maybe 10 beliefs to avoid to or something like that, to not die broken, frustrated, and depressed, or something like that, because this headline, I feel it's a bit confusing. If only for if I'm not sure if only for me or for others as well, but definitely confusing. So that's just the only thing that I can say. The other pages are good, looking great immediately, but this one needs to be worked on a little bit more. Cool. Let's see the comment on here. Okay. I will do one more page, ladies and gentlemen, because we are already doing a 1.5 hour session. Okay, abdelhamid.groovepages.com. Let me try to put it in here. abdelhamid.groovepages.com / Steuerberater / index. I missed something. Abdel Hamid. Okay, I put in an and. Okay. Unsere Kunden haben keine Steuerprobleme. Okay, so this is a German site. I'll translate it so that we can review it in English. Our customers have no tax problems. Exact, accredited, affordable. Make an appointment now. Our service is accounting, business consulting, office service. Make an appointment. Beautiful, very nice site. Very nice layout. It's a one-page site that explains everything. Why choose us? Make an appointment. Their services. There is a contact. Not quite sure what the point of this hamburger icon on top is. Maybe you can look into removing this one. On here it doesn't show up anymore, so that's good. I would definitely try and put this on multiple rows over here. Like, it doesn't necessarily need to be next or all lined up next to each other. I'm pretty sure this was due to the fact that you were making it mobile responsive and you just didn't put it on the horizontal devices. You didn't put it back to be horizontally laid out. It's a one click. You can do this in one click, so this is not an issue. But the background section of on here, I would suggest maybe to put it in white. Okay, so here as well to white. I don't know if your branding is different, but it looks more clean. Let's just see how the actual homepage looks like. I feel okay. So okay. So it is not white. It's still this this color. It's like a light gray, but it doesn't feel as dark because there are darker sections on here. So let's just come back to the contact us. Yeah, it looks like it needs to be white, but it's actually not, because on here it's not white as well. So great job with the branding. Actually, the colors are uniform. The colors are nice. The images have an overlay of color which pops out the content on it. Here as well, I believe things need to be just horizontally laid out here. Maybe the email needs to be filled, but all in all, great job. I feel that this was also here made mobile responsive, and then you just didn't put back the layout to be horizontally laid out on a vertical or on horizontal devices, as you have here. This 1, 2, 3 next to each other. You should probably have these on horizontal devices 1, 2, 3. But I just think you forgot to actually put them back from vertical to horizontal. Cool. So the goal is there. The goal is to have people click on the link, make an appointment now, make an appointment now, and that's basically it. If they come here, they come to the contact page where they can make an appointment and also send an inquiry. Trust factor 1 till 10. The trust factor is high. The page is really nicely laid out. Maybe you can click and actually set up the link on the image to link back to the home page. People are used to doing that. Like, select the image in the navigation, configure link to URL or link to page home. That would work better. And trust factor from 1 till 10, I would definitely say 10. It is a lead lead generation page, and it just covers all the things that need to cover. Design, from the design perspective, you have this type of a light gray, this type of a dark blue, orange, white color. So these are the like gray, dark blue, and white are the colors of your the main colors of like the shades, and then you have the orange and then this light blue as the additional colors. The whole website or the whole landing page follows that kind of flow, and it just looks good. It looks great. So the design is 10 as well. Brandability, you have nice fonts, nice colors, nice logo, very simple. um Only thing, this icon doesn't need to be there. Not quite sure why it is there. Let's see, maybe when it is on a mobile then it shows up, but it's not clickable for some reason. So you may need to look into getting maybe another navigation bar or something to have it removed, because at this moment it's not clickable and it doesn't click either on the mobile devices or the mobile, like a smaller screens. Sum up actions to take: fix this one and see if you can actually make these phone number, email, and address to display next to each other. It will feel a bit more clean. And the same thing on the contact page, just so that these things are just nicely laid up out here on the top of the map. You could also look into getting this form a little bit more pretty, just by selecting this field on here. You can make for example, the background white, or not necessarily white. You can make it this color, then put a border around it like this. You can also give it a little bit of, let's see, if sizing, not this one, but the height, and then you put padding from the top, and then you make the typography a bit bigger, and then you move padding to the bottom, something like that. This way it will be looking a little bit nicer. It will be more visible, and people will be able to find it much easily. Then in this case you don't need these labels in case you have already text inside here, but it's just something extra that you could do just so that it pops out a little bit more. Doesn't have to be done, but it looks better than this dark gray form. Cool. Great job, all in all. Cool. So let's see. Yeah. So we'll wrap it up for today. Everybody else that pasted in their links, there is Javier Gunt Artist, Kevin. There's another Facebook user over here. So cooperslive.co.uk. So I'll need to okay, Brian as well. So I'll need to copy over these and then we'll review it on a different session. It's already past 1.5 hours and I just don't want to extend this any longer. Thank you very much, guys, for jumping in, for giving your sites to be reviewed. Hopefully you learned something from it. Hopefully you'll accept my feedback. Don't get mad. I'm just trying to help you guys from some sort of the design perspective, a creator perspective. I actually am here to help you, not to shame anybody on their websites. So feel free to ask any extra questions. If I didn't manage to review your site this time, I apologize. I just don't want to make this hour-long sessions anymore. Trying to make it shorter so that when we put up the timestamps, people can easily find it. We'll do the rest of the sites on the next session. So yeah, that's basically it. Thank you very much one more time. See you on the next one.